Reparations is a subject that's hot again in the news. Kamala Harris is Joe Biden's running mate for the Democratic presidential nominee. Now, she is anti-reparations for whatever it may be, for what it's worth. I am anti-reparations, but not totally. I feel that reparations should be paid, but it should be paid in the form of land. That land should be what is given. And if some commerce can be thrown in there, let that be thrown as well. But what the people really need is land. Let's go back to the 40 acres and a mule, which the so-called Negro, the so-called colored man, the so-called African-American man or black man has never received. Whatever he got, he had to buy. And then when civil rights movement came along, and after it was over, he had basically rescinded against his land and gave it back. Now he's no longer a human being. It was only half one for a while. But land is what is needed. Land is money. There is no way that you give a people the amount of money that equals up the land. You can take that very land, you can take 10 to 15 acres of land, and you can make billions and billions of dollars off of that land. There's no way that the government could ever give you enough money without giving, to equal the amount the land could yield. And that's why it's not being talked about. Now, I don't know if Miss Harris is thinking like I am. Probably not. Because most time when they say reparations, they think giving money away freely. Now, I'm saying you can keep your money, which has no value anyway, but give me the land. The land. Let's get together and let's talk about the land. Let's transfer land. Let's go up and down, the east, the west, the north, and the south. Let's carve out pieces and territory of arable land and see what fits who. We can do that. Knock out, what, about 10 states? Yeah, about 10 states. And let's say 3 states in the northeast, 3 states in the southeast, 3 states and in between the south, the Midwest towards the West Coast. And then 1 to the far west, whatever. However you want to do it. But that's my configurations. How we could do this. How we could have land transferred. And that way the land will take care of everything. The reparations will allow for African American people to build their own infrastructure, have their own laws, their own government, their own police, whatever. That's the reparations I'm talking about, and that's the best reparations, because that reparations will give us our due. If we fail with that one, then we're going to fail everywhere. And forget about going to Africa, talking about building up Africa. One of the most absurd things I've heard is just go to build up Africa. Why don't you build up the United States of America, your home? Why you want to go build up another man's home, but you don't want to build your own home? So you got no ingenuity when it comes down to building up South Central L.A., or Detroit, or Baltimore, or Atlanta, or Houston, or Milwaukee, or somewhere like that, or St. Louis, or Cleveland. But you got all kind of abilities and money to go across the seas to build up Africa. It's amazing because a lot of times I don't ever hear of the African people worrying too much about the American black man. They don't really get down and say, we need to take care of our brothers, let's help them out. No, when they come to this country, the ones that I see, and there's always exceptions to the rule, but the ones that I see look down their nose at us like we ain't nothing. They treat us just like the white man treat us. They act like we a fly or something like that, or a gnat. But we are so hell-bent and such in love with the African culture that we're going to just give up everything and want to go there and settle. We need to take care of home. Build up home. Build where you live. You kill where you live, build where you live. We can go in the hood and we can kill every day. Kill an average 10 to 15 per man every day. But then we don't ever march and we get upset when somebody says it's wrong to kill each other. But we can let that same energy, if we go towards a policeman killing one of us, and all hell breaks loose. And every time you look, and when you look around, you see oodles and oodles of people marching, singing, throwing rocks and cursing, getting violent. Or with a policeman, he shot an unarmed black man. And when we shoot an unarmed black man every day, don't cry not one bit, not one bit. Don't have no marching, no singing, or nothing. We got to stop that retardism. We practice retardism every single day. We don't realize it. Focus on the land that you stand upon. That's where your human worth comes from. You gotta have land. You got to have land. You got to have commerce. The European did not have commerce. He had goods, utilities, that he banded together and sold to natives. He took the land and he took the people off the land. The people became the stock and the land became the base, the territory, the fortress, the empire. And by the land and the man on the land working for him created an empire. Not a civilization, an empire. He created one though, and made trillions and trillions of dollars off land. The land paid for it. The land is what's needed. We need land. We need to talk about land and not talk about dollars and cents. We don't need worthless stuff like that. Because what I'm saying, the land is going to be here. Earth ain't going no damn where. But monetary is. It always changes all the time. It always does. But the land is going to be here. And for those that don't understand what I'm saying, and I know there's a lot of people that think this is a joke. I dismiss you like I dismiss a dead person. You better be careful before you be the one looking down the barrel of a cannon on your knees scrubbing the floor. Just because you don't want to listen. And you think everything is funny that somebody says that don't agree with you. You told what your God going to do for you. Well, has your God done anything for you yet? What has your God or your religion done for you yet? Has it given you any common sense? Has it made your life any better? I'm not anti-God. I'm not for religion. But what are you doing? Just get off the behind, put your thinking cap on, and realize where we're going wrong. Peace.